Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a love reading, and I want to look at what the vibe is with your person. This deck is called What's the Vibe? And that's what I was hearing. What is the vibe with your person right now? And you may not be talking to this person at the moment. I'm also being called to mention that my nails have kiwis on them, so kiwis could be symbolic. And also the sun is shining in your reading today. And usually when I do these readings, the sun is behind my house. But because of, divine timing, I'm doing this reading in the late afternoon. So the sun's actually shining on your reading, which makes me feel like possibly your person has clarity. But we'll see. Let's get into it. We do have burned bridges on the bottom, so it could be that this person burned bridges with you, or perhaps they crossed a line, But let's have a look. We have shattered. So whenever I see shattered, I mention that, maybe you're from the UK or your person is from the UK. We have broken, nightmares, failures. So someone feels like the bridge has been burned here and is feeling quite broken. They could be having nightmares. They may be having problems sleeping at night. You could be having problems sleeping because of this. Yeah, see, we have longing, missing you, let's talk, reunion. Okay. That's interesting. So that's kind of the energy that was coming through, was someone who's had clarity that, wants to speak up, is what I'm hearing. I'm also really drawn to the fact of how much green I'm wearing. So when I think of, the color green, I think of the heart chakra. So maybe this person has had a heart awakening. I also even looked up in one of my books, I actually looked up to see if there was a kiwi card in it. I thought there was. Maybe I just missed it. But it was in the fruit section, and fruits in that book have to do with emotions. So I thought I'd mention it. Let's do one more shuffle. We have stagnant. So you could be feeling like the energy is very stagnant, like this person is not coming in. The other thing I'm hearing with that stagnant energy is it could be that this connection became stagnant at some point before the separation. And when the energy is stagnant, that's when tower moments happen. So let's see the vibe with your person. Let's see. We have daydreaming. Why am I not surprised? Interesting. Hopes and dreams. It does say delusion. So this person could be wondering if they're delusional, because maybe they feel a very strong connection with you. And with daydreaming, this is also symbolic of this person having dreams about you. So, if you're dreaming about this person, they're dreaming about you. Interesting. We have psychopath right underneath. That is interesting. But let's see what comes out with your person. Maybe some of you are like, yep, that's my person. Anyway, unpredictable. All right. So let's see what the vibe is with your person currently. We have today, good vibes now in the moment. How interesting. Your person could be on vacation, or they could be taking time off work. There's an energy of them living in the present moment. And I don't want you to think that means your person could be a smoker. There could have just been a birthday that passed. But I don't want you to think that means they're not thinking about you. This is actually good, when they're in a higher vibrational energy, that's when that heart starts to crack open and the clarity comes. And when someone's in lower vibrational energy, they're really coming from a place of ego. Anyway, the fact that that says today is also interesting because of the energy that was coming through in the beginning of the reading. So it could be that this person, has already contacted you or is contacting you very soon after seeing this. I don't know why I'm messing with that. That was weird. I just looked at the timer at 4:56. So it could be that this person is, you know, coming into alignment. I started aligning those crystals. You could also be in the energy of, you know, this sun energy that's coming through. High vibrations, healing, living in the present moment, gratitude. We have exhausted. So this is interesting because this is someone who is very exhausted from the stagnant energy and the fact that nothing is happening in this connection. So I'm not sure if this person is like waiting for you to reach out or something. I'm not saying to reach out. That's not what I'm saying. There was also that vacation energy, and here we have someone with suitcases. So maybe your person travels for work. Anyway, these two came out together. So this is someone feeling, you know, exhausted by the silence between you. I'm hearing, I'm sick of the silence between us. The fact that we also have burdened and empty. And remember when I said when there's stagnant energy, tower moments happen. And that's this energy right here. So it could have been that, you know, some obstacles were placed in this person's life to try and break that stagnant energy. Interesting. Burnt out, you know, your person feeling burnt out, trying to live in the moment. You know what I'm hearing with the exhausted, stagnant, and today? This is someone who's just trying to get through each day. They're just taking it day by day. Maybe for some of you, this is someone who has addictions and is trying to give something up. That's not going to be for everybody. I just heard one day at a time. You could be taking this silence one day at a time, you know? We have puzzled. So this person going back and forth with what they want to do about the situation. And again, they're feeling the pressure here. And I'm not saying you're putting pressure on them. I think the universe is. Divine timing, you know. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. That's a card that I'm seeing. We have established. Interesting. Settled, secure, wealthy. That's a good sign. Let's get another one. We have drowning, glow up. Oh my goodness gracious. So somebody hit rock bottom here. Like it says right here, I'm feeling called to put drowning here. And I feel like this could have been someone who was quite conflicted. We're going to get more into their current energy. But I do feel like this person, like if you look at this energy surrounding them, this is, you know, wake up call energy. This is burnout, rock bottom, someone who feels like they're in over their head. And then we have established. So it, you know, to me, I also saw actually, before I move on, I have to mention, on the bottom of established, I saw a karmic lesson card. So it could be that this is, you know, your person going through karmic lessons to stabilize them. You know, again, Two of Swords, stagnant energy. In comes the Tower to shake things up, to remove anything that's no longer needed, whatever that is. People, places, things, behaviors, thought patterns, addictions. And then they start to stabilize. They start to heal, the Star card. And we do have glow up on the bottom. So if you're someone who's been through a glow up, you know, confirmation that this person is, I feel, benefiting from that energy is what I'm hearing. A red car could be symbolic. All right. This person could also, because we have longing, glow up, and established. So it may be that the energy I'm picking up on is actually your energy. You could be going through a glow up. You could be quite established. Maybe you're older than this person. And perhaps, you know, they're keeping an eye on you. So let's keep going. We have thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions, and I did mention smoking. So you do have someone healing continuous cycles, reflecting about their bad decisions, possibly giving up addictions. I mentioned it for a reason. And we have shattered. So it could have been that this is the behavior that really contributed to the ending or the ending of this connection. Perhaps you were both stuck in a cycle with that continuous cycle. It could have been too that you were dealing with someone who was like Knight of Wands energy. Like, yes, you know, good vibes now, living in the moment. But it could have been that you were with someone who lived like that without prioritizing this connection, if that makes sense. So they could have, you know, wanted to go out with friends. They could have wanted to like go out drinking, whatever it is here. So let's look at exhausted. Interesting. So we do have someone feeling very insecure. And remember I said, perhaps they're watching you evolve. Perhaps they're watching you move on. There's something about this that I was looking at too, with the arrow pointing this way and then all these arrows pointing backwards. So you could be, you know, moving on from this connection. And I did get the energy that this person could be watching you. We also have guarded. So this person could be guarding their energy right now. I just heard they could be afraid of having a fight with you. So that could be why they're holding back. Avoidance, you know. We have masculine energy underneath stagnant energy. And remember I spoke about the stability that this tower is supposed to, these tower moments are supposed to shake things up. And I don't know enough about the planetary alignments to talk about it, but I do watch a lot about it. And I know that right now, the masculine, divine masculines are going through a wake-up call. Very interesting. So we do have, you know, this person coming into masculine energy here, more stability, more confidence. Let's keep going. We have karmics. Lesson learned. Remember I said I saw that card. So it feels like maybe this person, you know, now that I'm looking at those arrows, it feels like maybe this person thought that instead of dealing with whatever this was with you, with themselves, actually, let me take that back. Instead of dealing with themselves and facing their own shadow, they could have thought it was easier just to move forward, keep moving, you know, find someone new, a karmic possibly. Doesn't have to be. And I feel like they learned some type of lesson and it's got them thinking about the past with you now. Very interesting. We also have on the bottom suffering and silence. So this could be someone, you know, who's learned a karmic lesson, but they don't have the confidence to take accountability yet and talk to you about it. It could have been, for some of you, I'm hearing there could have been third-party interference. Doesn't have to be love, where other people kind of confused this person or got in their head, gave them advice. I'm not going to say if it was good or bad, but I think it confused them. All right, so let's keep going. Lesson learned. That's the most important thing. Lesson learned. And that's what was coming out over here after drowning or after established, after a karmic lesson. So we have drowning, rock bottom, legal. So this could be someone who, I'm hearing a few things. It doesn't have to be actual legal circumstances, but they could have been going through something legally. Is that even the right term? They could have been going through a legal situation where it caused them to hit rock bottom, whatever that is, however that resonates with you. The other thing that I'm seeing with legal is you get the energy of justice. So this is someone who I feel, with the Justice card, with Judgment, with the Ace of Swords, I'm just going to be a tarot nerd for a minute here. Once you realize that you've made the wrong decision or you've wronged someone, every day that goes by that you don't take accountability and you don't make amends for the harm you've done or whatever it is, the more the universe loads onto you, the deeper you go, the heavier things get. I always talk about it like a knot. Like, imagine that bad decision or that deceit or whatever it was. Imagine it's a rope and you tie a knot in the rope. Once you realize that you've done something that's not, for the highest good, and you know that, and you know you need to make things right and take accountability, every day that goes by, the universe ties one more knot in that rope, making it more difficult as time goes by to get through those knots, if that makes sense. I'm a visual person, so I thought I'd share that vision. And we do have daydreaming here again. So someone could be, also feeling intimidated about making amends with you. So under established, we have possibilities, believe in yourself, make up your mind. And I think that's really interesting that that's the last row of your reading, because this is someone who, as they come into this divine masculine energy, I'm not talking about gender, and they start to have these realizations and they start to become more secure, they start to have more faith in coming towards you. So that's what's going on with your person right now. I'm hearing this is almost like someone who's in hanged man energy getting ready to let go. Anyway, I'm also hearing that, this person needs to believe in themselves in order to come towards you. And I think that, this person has struggled with believing in themselves in the past. So I'm just going to grab a tarot deck. So I was sitting here getting a tarot deck, and I just noticed that my plant is shaking, and I have no idea why, because I'm not even touching the table. That's really weird. Do you see that right here? I'm not even touching the table. I think that's weird. Anyway, your person could be afraid, intimidated. That is weird. Nothing is touching this table, and we are not having an earthquake. That is strange. Why is it doing that? Whoops, that time I hit the table. All right, so let's get you some tarot. Oh, look, Three of Swords. So there could have been Knight of Wands. So there could have been calm. It's okay. It's all right. That is strange. Anyway, it feels like your person is in pain here. Before I get this, I'm actually going to grab another deck here. I just want to see. I just want to get a few more cards from a different deck. So let's see here. What? We have return, second chance, opportunity, making amends, foundation. Oh my gosh. This person knows they messed up. And all the talk I was doing about emotions and blocked emotions, and we have this person, I feel this drowning. Again, I spoke about emotions specifically, and I feel like this person has tapped into their emotions, therefore their intuition. They know they messed up. Anyway, we have someone stabilizing in their energy, wanting to return, which I was saying right here. Could be an earth sign. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's just there's a lot of these. Both of these cards are very like earth toned. So I thought I'd mention it because I heard it. Let's keep going. Like we have, again, we have breaking point again, just like this. Let's just get a few more. We have shocking, tower, confirmation, confirmation. And we have apology. Oh, so that's interesting. So this could come this could come as a surprise to you. Although, you know, now that you're watching this, probably not. But we do have someone who's been through a tower moment coming in with an apology, wanting to make amends. We'll just get one more. Are you kidding me? We have depth, awareness, importance, value. So someone who's tapping into their emotions. My goodness, my friend, my goodness. I have chills right now. Like I have goosebumps. Confirmation. Wow. Okay, let's get tarot now. So 3 of Swords, you know, someone could be apologizing to you about that Knight of Wands behavior, but let's shuffle. We have 5 of Cups, regret, 10 of Cups, happiness. So someone really having regrets over losing you. We have the Star, and I mentioned the Star after the Tower moments. Anyway, could be dealing with an Aquarius with the Star. Also lots of water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have fire. So we do have, these came off together, King of Wands and 7 of Pentacles. So someone waiting for the right time to take action. Look, bag is packed. There's something about travel for some of you. So maybe this person travels frequently, or you traveled with them, or they would have to travel to see you, because that came through a few times. And we have the High Priestess. So right now they're holding back. The High Priestess can also be about relearning continuous cycles about yourself, like reprogramming yourself from those life-learned traumas is what I'm hearing. The High Priestess is also symbolic of this person, you know, not telling you anything, like you wouldn't know this person is feeling this way from looking at them. I heard from looking at their social media. Knight of Cups. So emotions, again, someone tapped into their intuition, wanting to make a move. Whenever I see chess pieces, I also think of the Emperor. And the Knight of Cups is, oh, that's interesting. I haven't heard that one in a while. The Knight of Cups is a rekindling energy. It's a romantic offer. One thing, I haven't heard this in so long, but one thing about the Knight of Cups is you could be dealing with someone who is like masculine, but is more feminine, or who's feminine, but is more masculine. Does that make sense? I haven't heard that one in a while for the Knight of Cups, but take it as it resonates. So yeah, let's, what's your person's vibe right now? Let's see. We have the Hermit, self-reflection, the inner journey, you know, facing themselves, isolation, quiet, Virgo energy. And we have 4 of Pentacles. So this person working on their stability and holding back until they feel more stable. And this is someone who hasn't let you go. I keep seeing like images of this person watching you. So I feel like this person watches you from out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles. So right now this person has a fear of rejection is what I'm hearing. But they are doing the inner work. So let's get one more for their vibe. We have the 2 of Cups. Oh my. And the Ace of Pentacles. So this is someone who, you know, loves you and wants to offer you something stable, perhaps an apology. What are you? What are you? The 2 of Wands. Someone trying to figure out how to do this. How to come towards you. The letter M could be some M as in mother could be symbolic. Wow. Let's see what I want to see what they're reflecting about right now. What are you reflecting about? We have the Emperor. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Didn't I say I was feeling Emperor energy? Anyway, Aries energy. So this person is reflecting on, you know, their own stability, their own confidence. They're reflecting on how to come towards you and take action. This is someone reflecting about their cycles. I think it's interesting because this always reminds me of the Four of Swords, but it's the World card. And this, you know, this person is reflecting on the distance between you. This person, the major arcanas, you know, we have the Hermit, the World, the Emperor. So this person is going through shifts, you know, life-changing moments. And we have the Moon. So they are doing shadow work. They're reflecting on their own shadows. They're reflecting on their fear, how their fear stops them from taking action. You could be a divine feminine, you know. Okay, then. Let's see how they feel about you. We have the Page of Cups and Judgment. So the Page of Cups is in reverse for how they're feeling about you. And we do have Judgment. So let me look at the Page of Cups. Emotional immaturity, insecurity, disappointment. Page of Cups. So they feel like they weren't mature enough. There's a fear of being vulnerable here with the Page of Cups in reverse. It feels to me like this person feels like they ignored their intuition. And, you know, this person could have been young. They could have been childish. And I feel like this person knows they need to take accountability for that behavior. Judgment is, you know, this person, when they think about you, it causes them to go within and reflect about perhaps their immaturity. Perhaps they made promises that they didn't follow through with. Perhaps they lacked vulnerability and being open-hearted. I'm hearing emotional maturity. I just want to look in my trusty old book. So they feel very shy towards you right now. And they know they need to do something here with Judgment. And we have the Magician. Again, look at these major arcanas. This is like big things happening. And this is someone who feels like they need to be vulnerable with you and take accountability and have a conversation and make something happen here. We also had the Magician and the High Priestess, so you could be counterparts. Oh my gosh. So this is someone who feels like when they were with you, they weren't the best version of themselves. They weren't mature and they weren't open to be emotionally vulnerable. I feel like they were closed off. Again, I feel like they ignored their intuition. My throat's closing over. Just speak. Anyway, the fact that we have the King of Cups, we have Judgment and the Magician can be about evolving, you know, growing, working on each of your elements. And the fact that we have the Page of Cups and the King of Cups here shows me this person has evolved. They've matured. And they know they need to talk to you. And underneath that, we have the Four of Wands. So they feel, you know, I'm hearing a reunion. Anyway, your person going through a lot. Big life changes is what I'm hearing. Life-altering changes is what I'm hearing. Anyway, let's get another one for how they feel about you. We have Temperance, so they're trying to be patient. They feel like this connection will require patience. This person could have been inconsistent. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? We have the Queen of Cups. This reading, this person feels like they had to mature and evolve in order to meet you where you are. There was an imbalance. I feel like for how they're feeling about you, I feel like you gave more than they did emotionally. Like maybe you were more vulnerable, maybe you were more loving, maybe you were more compassionate, maybe you just, overgave to the situation and they didn't give enough. Page of Cups in reverse. And remember, they're feeling like if they're going to come towards you, they need to be that King of Cups. Anyway, wow. Okay then. Why do I keep touching these cards? Let go, let go. Maybe you tried to let this person go the way I just said that. Let's see their intentions. I'm interested. I'm invested. We have the Four of Cups. Interesting. I feel like this person is waiting to take action towards you until they feel confident, until they've improved. And for some of you, this person, maybe has been improving for quite some time. I want to look at this Four of Cups because in this Four of Cups, we see, a feminine sitting here kind of looking the other way. And this offer comes in out of nowhere. So it feels to me like this person's intentions are to reach out to you. But with the Four of Cups, I'm hearing fear of rejection. It's coming through with your person. And if there's that much fear of rejection, then they may not be in a totally stable place. I feel like this person is waiting to come towards you until they feel confident. I also want to say Nine of Pentacles. I mentioned that you could have been through a glow up. And I feel like this person does fear being rejected by you or fear that, you're too something for them, too evolved. Like it feels like they have you up on a pedestal. I'm going to get another one, though, to clarify that Four of Cups. For their intentions, we have 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups. And the Knight of Swords. So this person does have a lot they want to say to you. They are intending to come in. That Four of Cups, it's a different type of energy. They intend to come in out of nowhere. Knight of Swords, for reunion, to make amends with you, for a second chance. 6 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This person wants to bring stability to this connection. And like I said, I feel like this person, because of these cards and the energy that I'm feeling, I feel like this is someone, Temperance, being patient about coming towards you, waiting until they're in that stable energy and they can offer you long-term stability. Intentions, I do see something here about healing, perhaps generational trauma, childhood wounds. I'm also seeing, for some of you, blending families. So joining your families together, like if you have kids or they have kids or you both have kids, or if you have fur babies. Anyway, Knight of Swords, this person intends to pursue you and talk to you. They have a lot they want to say. It's also sudden, Knight of Swords, it's impulsive. All right, you may not see it coming with that Four of Cups. Let's see what action they're going to take. We have the 10 of Cups. So coming in for emotional fulfillment, no longer running from what they know will make them happy. I feel like this person may have Page of Cups. I feel like intuitively, Page of Cups in reverse, intuitively they knew that you were like a dream come true, but I feel like they denied that maybe. Let's get one more. We have the 9 of Cups. Wow. Interesting, my friends. So their actions are to offer you emotional fulfillment. This is positive energy too, the 9 of Cups. That's about trying to bring positivity to a situation. Spirit's telling me to get one more for actions. The Fool, leap of faith. New beginning. Four of Wands on the bottom. Oh my gosh. See? So they want stability here. That's what I'm seeing. What advice do you need about this person? What advice? We have the Chariot and we have the Moon. So, and the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like this person very tapped into their intuition. With the Moon and the Queen of Cups, that's a very intuitive energy. I do feel like this person feels intuitively guided towards you. The Moon coming out shows me this person does have fear about coming towards you. And it could be because, you know, they took you for granted, Four of Cups. So they could be worried that you don't even want to make amends with them. The Moon also makes me think of shadow work. So this person doing some healing. And we have the Chariot. And it's interesting because you two could be very different. You could come from different walks of life, different sides of the earth. But I feel like I'm hearing a new path is being illuminated for the two of you. And especially with the Chariot can be very symbolic of, you know, two forces that were working against each other. These two doggies coming together and coming into alignment. And, you know, if you're a divine feminine, I feel like there's a very strong message here that the work you've been doing has propelled this person forward. The Chariot is also in love, is the energy of being more active. So I feel like this person wants to put in more effort. So let's just take a look at near future energy, just to take a peek. Near future energy between these two lovebirds. We have Justice. No way. That's amazing, my friends. Near future energy. So an apology, things coming into balance. Possibly, you know, if your person is waiting on something legal to play out, that happens near future so that they can actually come towards you. Let's get one more. I'm hearing an honest conversation. That's too many. That's like 5 cards. Interesting. We have the 7 of Swords. So this person taking accountability for 7 of Swords behavior. It's interesting because the stack that came out, I saw the Devil card. So this person could have had, you know, they could have had addictions. They could have made bad decisions. They could have had continuous cycles. And again, 7 of Swords, they could have denied this connection. They could have manipulated you, gaslit you, deceived you. And they're making amends for it here with Justice. So let's look at future potential. We also have 3 of Pentacles on the bottom. So this person wanting to work things out, Knight of Cups. I'm also wondering 3 of Pentacles can sometimes be getting help from someone else. So maybe this person had like a counselor or something. Anyway, let's look at future potential. We have Judgment, we have the Tower, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. So for some of you, I'm hearing this Tower moment is, you know, just about to happen. I do feel like the two of you have the potential of rebuilding something here. Future energy, I feel like this person is leaving that past self behind. I don't think either of you have let go of this connection is what I'm hearing. I'm actually feeling called to look up 4 of Pentacles in reverse because the 4 of Pentacles came out on its side. So let's just have a look. 4 of Pentacles. Interesting. Overcoming jealousy, released from the past. So for some of you, it could be that your person is releasing a karmic or a past person here. And the Tower is misunderstood. I will say that. I think a lot of people, when they see that Tower, they think it's bad. But it can also talk about the old foundation falling away and a new one being built. Definitely the old foundation of this connection is falling away and it's changing. And the Tower can also be a foundational shift in the way that you view this connection. And again, we have Judgment on the bottom, which is renewal energy. We have the Magician. So it truly feels like, you know, for those of you, I feel like this energy is very symbolic to those of you where your person hasn't been through this moment yet. Because that is the energy that was coming out here. So for some of you, your person still needs to go through this. Let's get one more. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse, which is clarity. I'm being told to grab a different deck for some reason. This new deck. Okay. I just want to see. So I cut the deck on the Six of Wands, which is success. My guides were telling me to get a different deck for future outcome. We have Judgment again. And Temperance. Oh my gosh. So there is a renewal here, and Temperance can be reconciliation. It's things coming into balance. It's healing. Again, two major arcanas. So I feel like something huge shifts in this connection, allowing the two of you to get on the same path is what I'm hearing, and finally able to move forward. So let's see. I just want to get a few channeled messages from your person, I think. What ones? These ones? And these ones? Okay. What do you want to say? I am recovering. I don't know what comes next. Remember I said for some of you, your person is, you know, wondering how to approach you. I think they go back and forth. And we have, I can't be with you, but it's coming out in reverse. So, you know, I want to start over. It's funny because this I can't be with you in reverse is reminding me of that Seven of Swords and the Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like this person ignored their intuition. We have, you didn't see, oh my gosh, you didn't see my tears. These fell on top of the tarot deck. I wish we could go back. What did I say about that puzzle card and the arrows pointing backwards? And then we have, I still have feelings for you on the bottom. So, my friends, hopefully this resonated. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. I am going to leave it here, and I will see you next time. Bye!